From startups to traditional brands, automakers around the world are heavily investing in electric cars, with China leading the pack. Hi everyone, I'm Sean Calebs filling in for Ad Naidu, and this is The Heat. They are quiet by design, but in 2020, electric cars are promising to make a lot more noise. More than 20 models are expected to be launched this year alone. The demand is huge in China, where more than half of all electric vehicles in the world are sold. But what can we expect for Europe and the United States? From San Francisco, CGTN's Mark New takes a look at the industry.
During America's most watched TV event, the Super Bowl, Porsche, Audi, Hummer, and Ford all tease new electric vehicles coming soon. In the U.S., nearly half of all EV sales are made in California. Asha Weinstein-Agrawal of the Mineta Transportation Institute recently bought a used Tesla electric car.
Let's be honest, most of the country, they're still a rarity. But I think that any trend has to start somewhere. Once EVs become, roughly comparable in terms of cost, I think the range and the reliability is largely, it's not gone, but pretty much gone.
Weinstein-Agrawal says one disadvantage to EV growth in the U.S. is low gas prices.
In the United States, as compared to Europe and some other parts of the world, is that frankly, gas is very cheap here. And that's largely a matter of tax policy.
But the U.S. still has a long way to go. It had 1.1 million EV vehicles on the road at the end of 2018, while Europe had 1.2 million. China, though, well out in front with 2.3 million units. It also accounted for nearly half of the global EV stock.
China is such a larger market, and the government has been very progressive in terms of promoting EVs, and that's, I think, helped the market quite a bit. Plus, they have a broader range of models.
Coates says 2020 could be a watershed moment for the industry, with the Rivian electric pickup to be manufactured in the U.S. and the arrival of electric SUVs from Volkswagen and Mercedes-Benz. But Coates says the only real EV success story has been the Model 3 from Tesla, which just launched a manufacturing plant in Shanghai.
The China market is driving global EV development. Virtually all of the Western car companies and the Asian car companies have ventures in China very focused on electric vehicles. GM introduced 2 new electric vehicles in China that are not available in the U.S. The great thing about China and EVs is you've got the full supply chain there.
Coates says interdependence makes the EV industry susceptible to becoming a trade war bargaining chip. But for some, the potential reward is well worth the risky moves. Mark New, CGTN, Palo Alto, California.